This is the story of scattered spider gang, threats, vulnerability, and exploits. How a young person hacked a number of computer systems. He was a threat, a potential danger to an asset. He was a vulnerability that existed. He actively launched an attack against the system and successfully accessed something that compromises the security against an asset. He acted as a malicious actor and he went through the path of an attacker to perform an attack as a threat agent, as a threat vector. He exploited all the vulnerabilities in the system design, implementation, software, code, or the lack of mechanism, and he used them and how those vulnerabilities in applications, software applications, operating systems, hardwares, misconfigurations, shrink wrap software, and he exploited the computer systems. Today we are speaking about scattered spider gang, the money bag and cloud emojis, the lulz thumbnail of a teenager covered in blood appears in Telegram group chat on September 2022 in Florida. There was a small kid in the video begged to transfer 200,000 to his captors who were holding guns to his heads. Elijah for real, bro, and he recognized the kid was a person who was known by him. And what he has said is he said the one who is begging is real, and he was taught. The FBI says the US Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agencies has described the group as a serious and ongoing threat to US organizations. This is the Spider Gang, the most aggressive and pervasive threat actors impacting organizations across Europe and United States. A small guy played a critical role in the group as a caller. His story begins as a high school student with little technical prose, graduated from gaming to a quick hit crypto thefts. Most of his thefts were crypto thefts. He grew up fishing in Crocs and boat shorts, ziplining over alligator ponds at Gatorland and taking trips to the Universal Studio in Florida. Hey, he used to make conversation as, "Hey, my name is Kevin. I'm calling from T-Mobile Internal Security Management." This is how the person used to tell him that he was a real hacker. He was born in 2004. He used the face when the Facebook was launched. He was more into swimming and football. He didn't have much friends. He started playing Minecraft. When he was playing Minecraft, he was 8 or 9. He heard about something called SIM swapping at 15. From there, he met through the game in which it involved transferring someone's number to a phone in your possession so you could intercept security codes, take their online accounts, and move funds. It didn't require any coding. The key skill was social engineering, persuading or bribing a telecommunication company to activate the number for you. The person in the spider gang turned out to be a stellar conversationalist with a deep voice that belied his age. He could able to deceive the victims into handing over personal information. He credited his parents with helping him develop the skills that would later prove effective for social engineering. What he had really was manners and respect, the biggest lessons he learned as a kid. The leaders of the SIM swapping group he found through the Minecraft paid him $50 each time a call resulted in a cryptocurrency theft. In the first week, he made around $3,000. Noah didn't need the money. His parents split up. He was a toddler. He lived comfortable life. The person in the spider gang. His mother worked in human resources. He had a good house in a gated community. But swim swapping was an adrenaline rush that came with the feeling of friendship he struggled to find in real life. If you lined up 10 people right next to you in Walmart, you probably find many people there you're compatible with. But if you can find kind of pick and choose online you want to be friends with, he fell with a group of about 15 gamers, including Daniel Chunk and many others. He says that they purchased a database stolen from a crypto wallet company. They gave them a list of cryptocurrency holders and the email addresses. The next step was to get their email accounts. They started searching in Outlook, Yahoo accounts because they were the easiest to steal. The new friends were among the young people operated in sprawling underground community on Discord and Telegram. They referred to as COM. Look for cherished usernames, video game loot, and cryptocurrency that could be stolen in account takeover. The FBI began looking into the COM in 2018, by which this group had almost stolen 50 million. More, the COM kids discovered how easy it was to steal cryptocurrency. The demands for SIM swaps rose. Some speculated about which T-Mobile or AT&T call center contractors are the easiest to fool employees. The other hired kids to run into phone stores and steal customer iPads. For laughs, the thieves often filmed their endeavors and posted them online. The T-Mobile customer service portal, by registering his personal computer to the corporate network, he gave remote access software to get into the company's SIM activation tool. It often related for months at a time. When T-Mobile detected a suspicious login, it would reset the account, locking junk out. So he began paying the Spider Gang to call stores and fool staff into handing over their logins, which he did by pretending to be an information technology employee. Other swappers would listen in on Discord as the Spider Gang rang stores while playing Counter Strike or Call of Duty and reading from a script Junk had written for him. Hey, my name is Kevin, it began, and I'm calling from the T Mobile Internal Security Management. Junk and his friends hung on every word when an suspecting sales representative inadvertently let the teenager in. When the Spider Gang tripped up, they'd collapse into laughter. As he duped more and more people, he found that his marks were not only predictable but fundamentally good. It was difficult to convince employees they filed an IT ticket when they hadn't, but he could make them believe one they linked to their account by mistake. It's shocking that kids that young have the ability to solicit a shooting somewhere else in the world and basically have a little culpability. The parents of the Mr. Spider Gang began to suspect what's happening because he was getting much deliveries at home, much pizza deliveries. He suspects something is going on. Then they overheard conversation about SIM swapping. They tried setting stricter rules to live with their father. At the time, the Spider Gang member was 16 years old. He went into designer clothes, arrived on dock steps. He wore $35,000 diamond Rolex watches, and he used to tell his father he's selling items on Minecraft and used the proceedings to invest in cryptocurrency. But he told, he has told he bought a Minecraft account with a username Elijah, and he has deposited 80,000, and he had many accounts in Twitter and Upside. Soon after graduated to employees, he started graduating to employees' own callers, including the kid, some he knew, and he paid them for calling to get his mischief done. He accessed telecommunication companies, leading some SIM swappers to steal from one another. A few started doxing, posting their real names and personal information of other hackers online to extort them. Business Week viewed dozens of Discord and Telegram videos showing young people throwing bricks into homes, a practice known as bricking, while shouting the names of the respective SIM swapping factions. They also hacked and leaked explicit photos of rival girlfriends along with their personal details, encouraging others to harass them. There were entire Telegram chats dedicated to humiliating the girlfriends of COM members. After which there was a much FBI investigation. Later, when the investigation was almost at the verge of completion, they found that this person is sentenced to 10 years in prison because of hacking a number of computer systems, stealing their cryptocurrency by hacking into their systems. He has he has done the mischief with many Fortune 500 companies like AT&T, T-Mobile. They were essentially tricked by a bunch of teenage kids. This is what to be noted. A threat, a malicious actor is a teenage kid who has fooled Fortune 500 companies and hacked many computer systems, hacked the database of many people, and they have stolen the database of many people, and they got their cryptocurrencies, transferred the cryptocurrency assets into them. It's only aim of these young kids, just you need to live a live a life enjoyable, just enjoy with your friends and play music, enjoy, listen music and enjoy. But they don't know, they have found out the smartness of these kids, where they found out a vulnerability, a weakness in the companies, when they design the implementation, software, the code, the lack of mechanism, the weakness in the system design. They found out that. And what was the weakness? They used SIM swapping, which was there in Minecraft. They just gave a call and tried to interpret as one of the original person, got databases and stole their cryptocurrencies. They used ransomware. They used malware. They behaved as a threat agent, as a threat vector to steal, as a dangerous person to steal cryptocurrencies and assets of vulnerable persons. There were persons who saved the money in order to take a fund for IVF treatment. They stole cryptocurrency cash from them. They from owners who are about to start a small business. They stole cryptocurrency from them. So these were a bunch of teenage kids who were able to exploit the Fortune 500 companies using Minecraft, different logins, using different callers to make sure that the key that should be noted is the manners and respect that they had in their voices in order to